They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that when I'm in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Clap it up. All right, Shalom. Welcome to another episode of the Conflict Zone. ISUPK Jamaica. Officer 1000. How about that one? ISUPK Jamaica. All right, tonight we're looking at natural disasters and businesses. Is it an opportunity or is it a loss to business? Also to the individual, is it an opportunity or is it a loss? Meaning, you know, there's in every um, bad situation, there is some opportunity present in itself. Um, well, for one, this disaster presents an opportunity for all charities in Jamaica to get to work. That's one. Two, new charities to form as well, and also, you know, you're going to see new businesses start. But the astonishing thing, look at Saint Saint Elizabeth, ground zero, where they start enter the island and wipe out. It's not just a minor town, you know. It's not a minor town. It wipe out. Wipe out a major town. Saint Elizabeth, Black River. Black River. The town of Black River is the capital of Saint Elizabeth, and it was wiped out. There was a video with the local government minister basically declaring Black River. Well, it was the municipality was saying why it just existing by name. It was wiped out. But was it? It's not only the municipality wiped out. The courthouse wiped out. Um, the hall where the municipality would meet. And, you know, the municipality in each of our towns is the local government within the town, right? So basically, Saint Elizabeth have no local government. Let's see if we can play the video with all right, so we have a new look on StreamYard now. We're gonna present a new look. All right, but we're gonna play this video. This video is a 3-minute video, so you know we'll have a cherry pick through it, kind of quick. But I need to make this disclaimer, right? TVJ, this that we are doing is for educational purposes only. It's not used for monetary gain. So don't control the video. Okay? Then I'll press use. No, I'll press use this. So not earning. Not representatives.
In the wake of Hurricane Melissa, St. Elizabeth, where scenes of destruction stretched for miles. Government officials toured the area yesterday, taking in the extent of the damage and pledging full support for recovery efforts. More in this report from Rashida Walker.
Scenes of wreckage and ruin etched into the landscape. The NWA's building stands battered. The historic courthouse bears the marks of Melissa's fury. Even the Black River Hospital, a vital lifeline for residents, is struggling to recover after taking a heavy blow.
Right. Courthouse, hospital, municipality. This time take off even the asphalt. Even the asphalt of the main road was what? Even even the asphalt. The main road dig up. Asphalt wash off. Many of the areas, you see the asphalt lift off the road and thrown to the side. My gosh. Alright. There's some more.
What's emerging now is a picture of a community forced to start over.
The municipality only exists by virtue of name, but in terms of its administration, Melissa took care of all of that. So the administration of St. Elizabeth, and especially the capital, no longer exists.
The trail of destruction.
Right. So that is the local government minister, Honorable Desmond McKenzie, declaring that the municipality, the administration over the parish no longer exists. Right? No building, no records, nowhere to meet. You know, when you create a body, in the sense of like that, it normally in the articles it's normally specify where you should meet, you know. So you know you should call and council and X building, and how many members must be present so that you have a quorum and all that gone. There's no building for them to meet. How soon they can build it back? Well, you know, that's an argument for debate. You're gonna think you're building back the entire town, you know. Everything gone.
Continued well beyond that point.
As the communication starts to trickle in, we're seeing significant damage to buildings, to some boats, unfortunately, tremendous loss of fish pots. And
Right, so this MP, Franklin, I think he knows maybe not all the house, but his house was severely damaged, so I think.
in the beach itself, what would have happened is that the storm surge would have taken a lot of the beach with it. So where our fishermen used to have an expanse that they could park their boats and they could do their business, they now have that challenge.
Right, so fishery out, I mean, fishermen get knocked in. Who have them boat can still go to the sea, yes, if they are not traumatized by the sea. And I'm sure many of them don't get traumatized by the sea.
Fire Brigade headquarters in Black River, which we recently spent millions of dollars putting on new addition to the fire station and upgrading, putting in new trucks and giving the firefighters new firefighting equipment. All of that have been wasted away. The market, one of the markets that was rebuilt under this administration, is totally ruined.
It's the kind of ruin that will take time, money, and a determination to rebuild.
I hope that there won't be any more results of any more loss of life in the parish. It is something that is of concern to us, especially when we can't find those that have died. It breaks our hearts. The government is committed to work to bring the restoration to a point where people can be satisfied. But as I said before previously, it is going to take us some time. I'm here today and I tell you something, I am lost for words. I'm trying to figure out what has taken place. Not even the movies I see scenes such as this.
In St. Elizabeth, the devastation is deeply personal.
Right, so you know the minister is saying not even movies no capture scenes like these. Oh yeah, yeah, apocalyptic movies where nuclear bomb drop. Only them kind of movie they'll show you something like that. So you hear people say the place is like a nuclear bomb drop near down there. We're going to look on some of the videos as to why they say that.
Even for those leading the recovery efforts. Mayor Richard Solomon has lost both his home and personal vehicle, but remains confident the parish can rebuild stronger.
We will ride the storm, because we know that.
So this is the mayor of Black River now, Richard Solomon. In house gone and in car gone. So he lose, he get a heavy hit. Still have to stand up and be like the mayor. And I have no councillor no town to mayor over, but he's still the mayor.
That we are going to build back stronger and better. So thank you for giving the support. Thank you for taking our message and letting the world know what we are experiencing at this time. We truly appreciate it.
For
Alright, so the thing is, these disasters are what's the proper word now? Biblical, apocalyptic, it's not really apocalyptic. But, the term they would use is that there's a biblical proportion. But it's true because, okay, the closest we might have come to anything like this was Port Royal disaster when Port Royal sank. But Port Royal sank and it went below ground. So you didn't even see the disaster more than you just miss a vast expanse of land. Um, Black River is a different case. So they're looking at the disaster. You're looking at spots where your business used to be. You're looking at spots where you're looking at the people went on after the disaster for the first about 3 days now. Nothing couldn't get into the people. They went to the town there and they salvaged whatever they could salvage. Although I wouldn't even use the term that they loot because the things that was left in some of these places couldn't sell because the sea came in and spoiled up everything. The sea came in and just wiped out the town. All right. Now the interesting thing, we're looking at this disaster, but the Most High told us that when when he is coming for his people, when he will be coming for his people, then there there won't be, I put it, is destruction is gonna be of such a magnitude that he's gonna hide our face from it. Right? He's gonna hide our face from the destruction to come. But here we are looking at this destruction and trust me, our hearts go out to the people. Everybody go down there, boy, tears. You might not cry aloud, but and not only that, not only the tears, it rests on the mind his. Remember the first night first night I went down there, we sleep and wake in the night. Is it flash before me, come before me. You wake up in the night, you know. And what I saw, I don't even reach the night town yet, Middle quarters. You go middle quarters and you look. So on the way, all the way down. And you reach middle quarters and you see how the trees burned. The trees, storm, well, it killed the trees because few of them, our forestry department says 50% of our forestry has been lost. 90% of the trees which get direct hit won't be coming back. At least if they do come back, it's from the root. Because maybe the root is still alive, so it can spring back from the root. But that main tree that you were looking at, that gone. Alright? Alright. Jump in our scripture now. Joel 2:1. Book of Joel. Book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. Says, sound blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. The day of the Lord that the Bible speaks of is going to be worse than what we experience here. This is just a category 5. Now we know that the Lord will be coming like, they would say, like a thief in the night. But, which means, no noise and no wind blowing like the hurricane thing. Right? It will just coming unexpectedly. Now we know at least a week before the hurricane land that it was going to come. First, it was supposed to land in Kingston. Can you imagine if this did if it had made if Kingston was the ground zero? That would affect the entire Jamaica because the port of entry is Kingston. The government sits in Kingston. Kingston would be the hub because Kingston is the hub now for the aid for the western parishes, not only St. Elizabeth get damaged, but we'd have to put St. Elizabeth as being hardest hit because it lose the town is gone. Town is probably about 80 to 90% destroyed. Right. So, the most I said, blow the trumpet on the day of the Lord cometh. It is nigh at hand. It's near. When I look at the age of the book of Joel and say, a long time I'm writing. But the thing is, and this is the mistake we always make as a people. The only time no matter how long the Bible has been written, we only have had our lifetime to make it right. So the Bible might be a 2,000-year-old book, but we didn't have 2,000 years. We don't have 2,000 years to make it right. We only have our lifetime. So if you live to 70, 80, 90, 100, that's the time you have to make it right. So, you can look at it that way. This is one. This person I write it. Yeah. Thanks. How it's over. So, Well, anyways, the Most High speak of a time that He is going to cause havoc across the earth, and it won't be just one island or a couple island or a couple country, across the earth. In Jamaica here now, what we have experienced is not anything that um, is not. I mean, the life loss is still minimal compared to what the most I have in store. All right, we're going to check out our next video. Which one? This one is on YouTube. All right, so this video here is showing people salvaging from one of the business. Share this tab instead. Here, here, um, Alright, so this video now kind of shows some aerial photo. Somebody had a drone down there during this time. Alright. Now this is, I want to pause this. This is called the parish church. This is one of the church down that side. Well, across Jamaica that was directly built by slaves. I don't think it's the first church they built, but it's an old church. The one in here older than it. The one in Spanish Town probably older than it. Cathedral probably older than it. But this is an old church built by slaves, yeah. Only thing leave out of it is the steeple. So all these things that were the pride of Saint of Black River gone. Black River now no historic touring and so on again. No tourist town. But it, eh, I want to say present an opportunity to build a new city right there, but do anybody really want to have, do you really want to be so close to the river and the sea again? Say I build a city. And that's not what I mean. The thing is, it can happen again. So all the towns that are coastal towns, everybody is supposed to be in a panic mode now. I mean, these are structures where you would look at and say, why the storm come out take shelter there so Jesus, if you were inside this, you would certainly die. I don't even see the bench. Like the church bench. I don't see them. Then get become rubble. What do you call it? The pew. I don't see the pew. Right, so this is, where is this now? Right, this now is the hospital. This is an aerial view of the hospital. The hospital sits right there. It's a beachfront hospital there. Yeah, man, when I would both the hospital and the beachfront there, and while you are being, what's the word now? While you are recovering from your illness, they don't call it convalescent. You can, be by the beach side. I don't think they allow you. I don't, well, obviously you can't go out and go on the beach. This is the beach right over out there. This is the Black River Hospital. Let's continue. This is this is a plaza. But this was saved because you see, not just because it was a concrete roof, but because it was not that close to the beach. Trust me, I see some place so close to the beach with metal structure and it twisted up. So if this was that close, it would have been wiped out. You can see the road, the mud up or anything, so they're not that close to the beach. But this was sealed, and then loot it same way. And you have to call that one a loot. This was a school. I don't know if it was one of the primary school or the high school. But this was one of the schools in Black River.
2025 Black Friday sale is officially live, and it's wild. Ugh.
Come on, man. I'm celebrating on Black Friday. Alright, so Black River pose a problem. I would call it a insurance nightmare. I can see how you watch that video and something just come up with an advertisement which wrong. They are trying to force in you there. There is no click button. That's wrong. Alright, so like I was saying, I would call Black River an insurance nightmare. Right, this is an insurance nightmare. Providing that all the business down there, the thousands of business down there was insured. Many of them would have been insured. But then, lucky for them, right? But I'm sure that many of these structures down here or its content is not insured. Right. This is to your right here, the lower right corner here. This is one of the metal building that was close to that close to the sea, which got damaged. Which you would look at and say, oh, we can see purpose in them building there. This is where the river would meet the sea. This was a beautiful cove right here. Gone. Alright, so these images that we are using, they are not of our own. We're just using them for educational purposes, not for monetary gain. This is another angle of that church again. Slave built this church. Near it, these are a business around them. Lucky in supermarket. and then we want it right through and go. Right, so like I said, this was a couple days after the storm where no supplies reached the people. So, they themselves, know that them stay there and die. It's an insurance nightmare. But, every business, running a business really, you should be looking at peril insurance. You own a house, you have to look at peril insurance. So, many of the structures that are done there. This year so go on. It's not like some apartment houses or something like that. The roof gone. The entire place look trees. The only thing green down is just grass. Sea coming and settle water in some areas where it used to be dry land. The entire place looks like a big old garbage pile. Providing these places were insured, insurance, they're the ones having the nightmare right about now. I think the government, they have accident insurance dropping the app.
You apply to this amazing job. You wait for a response and nothing. Enhansive can upgrade.
Accident insurance dropping the ad and the video. All right. Yeah. These buildings now, we say we can identify anything in it. I know some of the buildings in Black River, but it's difficult to identify them like this. This area here can see the sea do some damage. I think there's a part in the video here where the sea take the asphalt off the road. This have to stick around for it. Right, this is another angle of the hospital. Extensive damage, but some areas still have roof. I don't know what it is like if it rains. Or sometimes you see the roof on there and the roof is like a sieve. After I get them shaking up when the rain fall. As a matter of fact, what we're looking at here, especially these two buildings, the middle here and the one down there, is really what you would call the sarking in the roof. You put up the roof and then you sark it, then you put the zinc on top of it. So all the zinc sheetings or the roofing covering, whatever it was they used to cover it, gone. And leave this wooden structure thing is shingles. You're looking at it for the year and photo, you think it's shingles. It's not shingles. It's the sarking. Alright, so structural damage. This is a pile of garbage. You don't even know which. This is like a school. One big pile of garbage. I don't know if it's a primary school or there's a Black River High down there too. No, I don't know if it is. Could be the high school too. This is the beachfront. Um, so all the damage down there is either governmental or personal. Okay, here is the road now. Right along the shoreline here, at the main road, are one of the road to these places was paved. Last time I went over there, it was nicely paved, and they had the barrier to the sea line, the shoreline. You see, take off the asphalt of the road, or majority of it. You know, a bad road, the drone coming in. You look at that. Right. I think this building was a courthouse. Hmm. Now, if you were on trial and the records were here, you get where. Property that had a pool, all these pool of dirt water. Now, here's a better understanding. This is the church, the steeple. This was a road. Look at this road. The church and a road beside it. Okay. So the road, part of the road people are walking on there. Entire town just look like a big rubble. The church is an Anglican church, by the way. Yeah. This is an Anglican church. I was. They say sea come all the way up there, so it's knocking the walls and the roof came down. And these areas now beside the sea. You know, the sea breach a lot of these building walls.
Ready to immigrate to Canada? Get a personal expert assessment.
Alright, so that's not a video one look at. So we're not going spend all the time there. But you know, when you're going, like I said, you're going into business, peril insurance is one of the serious things that you have to look at investing in. Peril insurance cover two things, or if you want one of two things. The building itself, when you call it peril insurance, these are things where, you know, hurricane, fire, flood, theft. So these are this one now, you can insure the building itself, or you can insure the contents of the building. So if you insure the content of the building, meaning the furniture, equipment, whatever you have in there, come now and you have in an event like this, what you get paid for is the contents. If you insure the building and you lose the contents, you get paid for the building. You know, building and content is the one that you insure, you get paid for. I've heard the government say that, you know, they're going to help the businesses to rebuild. But black people are work for business, you know. It's a mammoth task. So far, the government get a lot of money, you know. But the government have a lot of schools to rebuild and give the education ministry $500 million and set to clean up. You're not supposed to take $500 million to clean up. There's a lot of schools still, you know. You talk about St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Trelawney, damages in St. Mary, and have damage in Hanover, St. James. So on the north, St. James, in the middle here, Trelawney, Hanover, damage. And down south, Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, heart of Manchester. Right? Damage. And just lose us, they lose school. Schools, these schools are, them, most fairly big, so the roof is going to cost a couple $1 million to replace. And on a $1 million roof on them schools. But most of the damages you can see is it's the roofing covering. The roof framing is still intact. Just the covering gone. Cost way less than to replace the entire roof. Some buildings you see the walls knock out. I've got to check if the building is now structurally sound. If the building not structurally sound, the problem will knock it down. Check for all that. Some serious things happening or has happened. One more video. Another aspect of damages that took place was tourism. So, suppose you were in the tourist business. For instance, you were a lot of Airbnb in the area. So, what if you were one of the person in the area with an Airbnb? This other video also is not our work, just using it for educational purposes. You bring into the reality of those who were not directly impacted, bringing into your reality the importance of, thinking, think of the location when you do it. Tourism they always like to put the structure close to the sea, close as possible to the sea. So your patrons can actually walk to the sea. Also, you have to think of insurance. It's not just local money. It's not aerial view.
Massive. We just getting at the meat of the matter as we start. No joke thing. See there? This one completely destroyed. This was a villa like an Airbnb. And as you can see, no more stove over there, the sink over there, everything gone. You can see the water just box up everything right here. So I don't know who owned them property. I'm not sure if them did insure or anything like that. But it is crazy. Even some plates right here. Oh my God. A stove. Oh no, man. See, all of them places just open up. Look. Water mash up everything. Oh, crap on the fridge. Not even sure if this fridge functional or it's working. Can't see the people forward and take out what they want to take out. Still have some things there in them. Like ranch and all of them things. This fridge probably be working. I don't know. Probably be working. And this is the expensive fridge. This fridge in a core is probably like 200,000 or probably 300,000. Look. Whole life structure gone. So, only thing there is the foundation. Only foundation.
Alright, so this could have been one of them, or them do some of the tourists here, they set up like villas. So one big property really, they have like small house or villa. So this would have been like a bathroom, sorry, a kitchen. It's no bathroom here, but the bathroom would have to be somewhere there and living and thing. And you rent, you rent the villa, you do your own cooking and thing, and it's like you rent a little house while you're vacationing. It's like one of them. Based on the area that it was in. Like something like that. Now, whatever was on the top, the upper structure gone.
Where is the structure? Over there.
Right. So the sea came in and just pushed everything all the way over there.
Yo, some of them people just go in and them go stay for the time being, because you know somebody tank them have in water and all of them things there. You see me? Watch out, man. See there? What of this? Water just pack up everything right there, so. No, sir. Whole heap of money out of loss. Upon the water. You can see water just back up all of them here. Yo.
So this is like part of parity. It was a beachfront residential community. It have a lot of Airbnb in it, and it has some little shops in there, people who then selling it to people in the community. It's a community in which people raise their families and things. Now this is a house, a huge house. Look at the roof. And they're talking about possibly re-roofing. And the thing about these damages now, because what is going to happen, the damage is so extent. So people are going to gather whatever they can gather and get a couple sheets of zinc here, a couple sheets of zinc there. They're just going to nail them on. And see next year or the next 2 years, a category 3 or even a category 2 hurricane come and just take it off back because it's not properly put on, properly replaced. So a lot of the people have to start learning to hire professional workers especially when it comes to your roof. This is one thing I learned. Your roof, it's the electrical on your roof. The foundation, electrical on your roof. Don't compromise them things.
Okay, guys, one sec. Shut up for a second and please pay attention. I've got a massive announcement.
No, for real.
I'm going to show you what I want to
The road cut off. People are drowned and dead over there.
Oh, we are said to me.
But then that not traffic.
Yeah, but,
yes.
All right, so what is going to happen? So, when I figure them number, I go. All right, what me I go do? Me I go that way there and then get my vehicle and me go that. Me still in a shock. It's like me in a shock. I don't know what to make of this conversation because yeah, I have to locate him boat and all of that. I understand all of that. So, me don't know if left what me I do now, say find back my vehicle aside there. Deal with film thing. By the time if you come back we do this night come and it come like me drive from Clarendon come way down and so when you did one do now go get to do it I go hard. So him say want to find him boat, me have the drone, give me an hour. By the time I reach the bridge, if him serious enough, him I go find up on the stretch and then he drop me back on my vehicle, me collect my drone and then me and him go find him boat. How that sound? Me feel like that reasonable. So me drive from far come down here, so me have to try see what I go on and do what me have to do. And then we attend to him with the boat. As him say people no, so mosquito like whoa them side there. Whoa. People can't survive in place for them mosquito, you know? Jeez. But me forward me drive a journey if you come here, so if you try to see what's going on here. My thing is, once nobody life not at risk, that's why I ask him why I need the drone. So if you mean say boy somebody out at sea and then last run a one part and they need the drone to find the person.
Alright, so this now we're having a conversation about them two people who want his assistant to find some boat out there they may have on the sea. Wash Rogan and someone. Alright, so look at this property now. What do you think happened? And most people take out they put out a boat.
Mighty to the tomb.
Try and get it.
Dog, them a run.
Try.
All upon the people them yard. There. No, sir.
This was a
Pure mosquito.
This was the Airbnb.
You could just walk through yard by yard.
Alright, so
The mosquito them rough for while I'm growing the mosquito in the so
I realize that the palm trees them just
still a rub.
the palm trees them seem to the ones that still stand, them have green. Coconut tree them stand up unless them fall, them still have them greenery. You know, the mighty coconut. You can see them in the distance out there. Some of them out in the distance. Them stand up, you know, and still green. Palm. This is a piece of palm right here. Too.
And then them not have nothing to use, make the money. Look here. Well, I feel like me reasonable. Give me an hour. Even give me an hour, anyway, me reach going to that side. We stop on me I do and go help him find him boat. But same like I want to get things done. Me drive from Clarendon come way down and such a one bunch of things to get this done. And I put off a lot of things to reach her. So even when my friend them say they're not gonna make it.
So another thing that now with you as a business person, you have your business and you have your personal house. The business might not be damaged during the hurricane, but you lose your personal house. That's still going to affect your business. You know, these are just things you have to think about while we are engaged in businesses.
I see how the water just run through that open land and just put everything over there, so. Sure. No, sir.
The car there, see the white car there.
Lady.
The white car there was thrown in the bushes.
So mad. Blackie.
Fence
What?
Fence
No,
down.
sir. Oh, brother. I don't know that place I got clean up. Can't find them palm here. They just broke right out. Like, and them tree are some powerful trunk tree.
The palm tree root no go deep, so all that's strong. And that's beautiful.
Cheese and peace. Yes, soldier. A bit. Help and famous. Whole life front on the roof.
Mm-hmm. Sometime to get out of here. Touch one more scripture. One more video and run out. Malachi 4:1. Yeah, there was a video with the Rastaman seek refuge in a church. You know, giving a dramatic explanation or representation of what he experienced. And then he said, there was a time when he said, Master God, if you are coming at this a stand, I'm not pleased. But the thing is, when the Most High do come, do return, when Christ do return, there won't be no storm. When his last day come, the day of the Lord come, you will, people going know, everybody going know. All eyes don't see him, but all eyes shall be open, but it's not every destruction take place after. Alright, Malachi 4 and 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. The proud and the wicked will be left behind. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. When you say root or branch, it's not talking about tree, it's talking about offspring. The root is your grandparents, your family tree. The branch we're talking about now is like offspring. So, the wicked, none of that will be left amongst them. All right. The next one, no more look at is we have Facebook. The shore in the Black River after someone clean up. I don't know when them all done clean up that place, but after someone clean up that place. So this is a Facebook video. There's a lot of videos you can show still, but I'm not sure anything. So cherry pick through some of the videos. So this one. Black River Street. Alright. I don't know. This video was about Black River Streets. This one by Lot One was. That one show you parity. See a movie that will seem to be playing. Alright, so basically that's it. I kind of touch a little more than everything. Another video with part, showing a part of Black River. Clean up. But the building them still not there. We can't find it. Wait. Yeah. You can't get off it. Refresh it. Oh. Not allowing me to get the sound on. Right. Good job. Right. So this video now, can't get it up. Can't get it. But this video now showing you Black River. Walking through Black River. After some of the cleanup. But the business place still damaged. I don't know if the owners and go and look at it yet. All these are business place. What is I look at the Facebook and no control over the thing.
Nothing. The people them dry out the whole of them place here. Boy guys, me see it on TikTok and I come see it myself, I tell you. Big boss, big up yourself here. One love. So guys, wanna see what I go on for yourself? The people them sweep out the whole of them place here. I don't see a building where they have Black River. Where the people them not empty it. The whole entire building them mash up. And look for yourself. All of them places, so man. Everywhere, sir. My respect.
Alright, so I apologize for that break in transmission. System still not back up after the hurricane as it should, Lose internet sometime, system just shut down a while ago. I don't know what happened. But I'm back and I'm just gonna close past the time anyway. So I'll just I'll just close with, on that note, Isaiah 26, 20 to 21. So that's it. Let me find that. Congress, Isaiah 26. Isaiah 26 and 20. I'll bring it on the screen. Share screen. So, so the book of Isaiah chapter 26 verse 20. And the Most High said, come my people, enter down to thy chamber and shut thy doors above thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. So you remember I had said that the Most High promised that, we not going to see his indignation that he have planned for the other nations in the last days here. So, for those of us who get damaged by the hurricane, just hold on to the Most High's last statutes and commandments. There are more destructions to come. The most we can do is just try and stand firm. Not even say try and stand firm. Stand firm in his commandments. So that we can be, some of those are be the ones who insist to enter in them chambers and shut the door behind. Alright, so with that, you're in a business, remember, Pearl Insurance. You own the property, you own a house, insure it as well. If the structure is an old-time structure, you're going to have problem insuring it. You don't come and test it where the steel are and everything. But you can get a content insurance. You can go for that. So until next week, this has been on the conflict zone. Remember, disaster. Next week, still a talk about something about disaster. Natural disaster. People talk about, this man-made and all that. There's no such thing. Man not so good. You're giving too much credence to man. Man can make something. Man make nuclear bomb, yes, but if man could make a storm, they wouldn't worry themselves about a nuclear bomb. You just go, you're in a country, in a problem, you just go and make a storm and ride on the waters and send you over the for him. Man not able to weaponize the environment in that way. Usually, if man even do something with the environment, they can't control it. Alright, so it has been the conflict zone until another week. We say Shalom. And I can put up my What in there? We shall put it in the chat. We're earning. So we set up a. How can I find the link? Computer shut off. I was supposed to put up the link in the end here and the computer shut off. So we can bring it up back. GoFundMe, sorry, I'm GoFundMe, but it's a crowdfunding. ISUPK Jamaica crowdfunding endeavor. Trying to raise some funds for hurricane victims, what that side especially. And I want to say for approval. The one way campaign has been approved. You get the link, right? From the chat. Right, so we're asking you to check the chat. You can go in the description to know. Yes. I want to share this to 50. 51 now, 50 friends, 50 locations. Right. That remains active after we share it. Anyway, you can cut and paste. You can cut and paste it in the URL. Where else was I going to put it? In description. Can I see the description? Put it in the YouTube description. Okay. Description. Alright, so you're watching the video. Check the description, you will see the URL for our crowdfunding site. You can cut and paste it. If you can click it, that's that you cut and paste it in your thing there and go to the site and donate. So we can go, we have been down there, we want to go back down there more than one time. We want to be a part of their rebuilding effort and help them to build more resilient houses. Roof structure, house and roof. And some people go to get full house. And then they should do better if them put up on a more board structure. Then we just get a concrete structure. All right, so until another time, shalom.